grid remains largely unchanged this year, with Ferrari, Mercedes and Red Bull, among others, all holding onto their drivers for 2018. On a normal day, Southman Strait is a public road shared by pedestrians and local traffic with a speed limit of 50 kilometres per hour. Today you'll see the world's best thunder down the straight at over 300 kilometres an hour. The exhilarating between 11 and 12 with drivers physical stamina to the test, with the cars at 2.5 feet at the peak of the gateway. Since the revised December 2014, all tests have been required to use turbo charge 1.23 seconds. Australians have dominated taking both instructor and driver championships every week, putting to an end record dominance between 2010 and 2016 session. Paul Ricard returned to after last hosting the French Grand Prix in 1990. A very warm welcome.
I've not been commentating. God damn it. Did you hear any of that? I'm really annoyed now because I've just talked my heart out. And you've seen it all, as King David said, to 20.7, a great lap from him. Hello everyone. I'm going to have to introduce this all again, aren't I? As my mic just didn't turn on. You can hear us now. Thank you, thank God. But anyway, you saw everything that happened, but you didn't hear any commentary on it. So, let's go through it again then. Welcome everyone to RLH F2 Season 5. Welcome, I am Spag, Spaghetti Chips, whatever you want to call me. Yeah, I should be sacked basically. I've missed out 10 minutes of commentary and I should be sacked. I'm so sorry for everyone who's watching the stream. I just didn't hear me. I'm here now. I'm Spaghetti Chips, whatever you want to call me. And this is F2. As I went through everyone as well. I'll just say, so we've only got 12 people on the grid today. We'll be expecting more in the coming weeks as people are just on holiday. and people like Goldie RGG, Fretty's teammate. At the moment, he's going to the Hungaroring, and I believe he's got some pretty good access there. So have fun to him. And now we are back on stream. Nearly turned on F4. Oh God, right. You would never do that. You would always stay with me, be loyal. But at least you saw the laps. Maybe you didn't get commentary. So you know what? If Invisible is on a lap, Invisible is on a lap. So let's just finish commentating this then. He's gone a bit deeper to turn number 3, but we will keep commentating this lap. Let's have a look at this lap then. Invisible now coming through turns number, I have no clue what number, but anyway, coming through towards the right, left chicane he comes. Invisible 171.015. It's got to be something to do with a birthday or something of some kind, but now braking once again down into turn, no clue. But anyway, it's a right-left chicane before the definitely left-right chicane coming up in a second. He's going to have to get out of the way. His nicker for Invisible coming through at speed 150 miles an hour through there. He's going to be pushing his car to the limit. You wouldn't be wanting to do that at all. But anyway, braking now down into the next few corners. Up the gears once again we go into gear 6 and back into gear 5 for the best turn in possible into that corner. Now braking into turn 15, I believe this is, and then into turn 16 that comes up right after it. Coming around the final corner now and up to line. Invisible comes. What will this lap time be? It's gonna be only for P10 at the moment. He's not looking that good for a lap time, but we've got 5 minutes left. And you know what happens in these 5 minutes? Everyone comes out with some ridiculous lap times. Prince comes into the pit. Sky's on an out lap. Fretty's on an out lap. Wesley, I believe, is on a lap at the moment. So we'll keep on board with Wesley. And Billy's crashed out of quali. And Philip made a yellow flag and it distracted me. You cannot have distractions. Do not make excuses. Wesley looks like he's touched the grass on the outside there. That's gonna annoy. That's not gonna do well with his turning. That's gonna compromise his turning. But still, he gets up into P3. A great lap from Wesley there. A 121.3. A really good lap from the Dutch man there. And now let's go on to the likes of who else is on a lap. Invisible, is he on another lap? Invisible may actually be on another lap. He's not happy with his lap, and he's gonna go once again. It's Invisible, and now breaking down into the right-hander into the final sector. The Renault driver now comes. Renault being a very good, and Prince could have said he had a purple sector 1 and sector 2 and corner cut in sector 3. That is so annoying. Unlucky Prince. Have another go. You got one more lap to go, and good luck on that lap. Hopefully we'll be able to see your progress. Let's have a look at Skyzy. Skyzy is on a lap at the moment. Lord Elephant will be watching loud and proud, and braking now down into the right-left chicane, the slow one. You've got to ride right over the sausage curve there to get the best exit onto the back straight before we go left, then right, taking it 160 miles an hour through turn number 11 and onto the final few corners we go, braking around the 100-meter board, turning in 4th gear, lifting off from there. Looks like Skyzy is running out of fuel. So he's going to have to really take this carefully as he now comes into the final sector now. Mr. Skyzy around the final few corners. He's going to be taking this at some speed. And let's have a look. The DRS is now active, climbing up to speeds of 200 miles an hour. Up to line, Skyzy comes. And he's going to go P3 with a 21.0. A very good lap time from Skyzy there, the Ferrari driver at the moment. And now I want to welcome everyone to the stream. If you were watching before and I was actually commentating, then I'm super sorry. But what can we do now? We're just going to have to keep on going. As it looks like Black Mamba is on lap right now. 21.5 was his last lap, and we'll be hoping for better in this qualifying session. We were saying earlier when I didn't have a mic that Black Mamba wanted to prove something in this session, that he wanted to prove that he was good enough for F2 and not just for F3. Coming around the final few corners now. Will Black Mamba be able to improve on his lap time? 2 minutes and 50 to go. As he comes up to line 7th gear, it's going to be a 1:21.232. A very good lap time from Black Mamba. Only 2/10 of Skyzy. A good lap from him. Let's have a look. Ferrari guy still in the pits. Who is on a lap at the moment? Capitano. Looks like he's on a lap. We know he's got a point to prove as well. Hello, Hugo. Wagwan. Not on your bowler's account today. Now going through the final few corners he comes. Will he be able to top the likes of Prince Killer? There's a 4/10 gap in between. He only goes up by 1/10 of a second. Capitano, he's still got time for another lap. Maybe he cools down this lap, and then for the next lap he can push right to the limits. Will Capitano. Let's have a look at some other people on laps then. Is Prince Killer on the lap? Prince Killer is on the lap. He said he was going purple. Let's have a look at this. This purple can stay. Let's have a look at the lap data. It's looking like a okay lap for the Toro Rosso at the moment. Hopefully he's not watching the stream, as he needs to keep his concentration up as much as possible. Now coming through to, I believe this is turn 11 and 12. France is good, but sad I missed yesterday. Yeah, it's really sad that he did miss yesterday, but now Prince Killer breaking now down into the final sector. I did crash yesterday, Hugo, you would have loved to seen that, but anyway, through the final sector now, Prince Killer will be fighting the car to its absolute wits to get into the 1 minute 20s, break the 21 barrier, and he's coming to the pits. He's not happy with the lap, and that will be the end of Prince Killer's session. He won't be able to do any better. Who else should we have a look at? Nika is on our lap at the moment, so we'll keep an eye on that. Black Mamba, yeah, so I believe Nika is the only one really on a lap at the moment. The one in the Mercedes. Hugo, you laugh, but I still came P5 in the end of it, so I'm happy with that. But Nika will be coming through Sector 1 right now. He's going to be finishing Sector 1. That could be an invalidated lap time, and he's backed off on EOS, which means because that be an invalidated lap time, he has backed out. Does he have enough time? 33 plus 44. I believe he may just have enough time to do another lap. There's going to be a one. Yes, Nick is going to have enough time to do another lap, as many other people are on hot laps right now. Ferrari guy, we know that he's got some pace. King David, we know he's got pace as well. Who else is pace right now? Invisible, he's done well as well. I believe he came 5th, maybe 4th in F3, something like that. And let's have a look. Where's he starting his lap? Sky's he starting his lap. Who is the furthest around on their lap? Invisible, it looks like we're the first one to cross the line for the final time today. Where's Fretty? Fretty's there, so we'll ride on board with Invisible. He's a 10th up on his lap time, but he needs to gain those 3 tenths to get anywhere higher than P10. At the moment, as we see people already finishing, Skyzy won't be able to improve. 9 will Black Mamba. Skyzy just didn't get round in time. Let's have a look at Invisible coming around the final corner. Did he make a mistake in Sector 3, meaning that he could gain a lot of time? Up to the line now, the Renault comes, and he stays P10. And let's have a look at Ferrari, guys, coming through the final sector now. We can't see anyone ahead of him, so we'll keep on board with him. We know he's got the pace for around a 20.6, maybe even a 20.5 if he's good enough through here. Coming up to the final straight now. What will this lap time be? It's going to be a 20.722. Not enough to outsmart King David. King David having a very good lap as well. Where is he on the lap? He's coming around the final corners, and he'll come into the pits knowing that Ferrari guy hadn't been able to beat him. But let's have a look at Wesley, the likes of Fretty as well. Fretty will be the next one to cross the line. Don't forget Veenstra as well. Fretty up to line. Where will he go? He's only going to go P8. Veenstra around the final corner, but I believe that's Wesley in front of him. Wesley up to the line. He only goes P5. Where's Veenstra? Veenstra goes P6. And that will be the end of the first RLH qualifying of F2 in Season 5. And I'm going to have a drink. That was a very good quality session, lads. Well done. And that's the end of the session as we're now riding on board Fretty, who finishes a woeful P9 for his standards. Back in Season 3, he was fighting for the championship, but it's all gone downhill. Or is it more F2 who's getting calibre? And I have a feeling it's the latter. But Skyzy, you've got to remember, he's got that 5-place grid penalty for contact with Veenstra. But let's go through this grid. A pretty short grid today, but nonetheless I expect some good racing. King David, then Ferrari guy, then Skyzy, then Black Mamba, then Wesley, then Veenstra, then Prince. Then it is Capitano, then Fretty, the 2 RLH boys showing their pride with their name tag there. Nika in a P10, 11th goes to Invisible, and 12th today is Westies. Guys, I know there's a lot of you watching. What are your predictions for this race? Who will be on top? Here we go. No question on the formation lap, lads, as we're now going to go through the grid once again. So I wonder how many are watching. What are your predictions, guys? Hopefully there's 10 of you watching. King David says Sem. Sem believes it will be a pole to win for the Red Bull driver. Let's see what other people say in the chat if they want to talk. I know Phil's going to be in here. Phil, who do you think's going to win? But at the moment, people are now getting ready with their setups to start this race. I'm going to have a prediction, and I'm going to say the guy who starts P3 is going to win this race. So obviously, so that's going to be, I'm not sure right now. We have another comment. Let's have a look what that is. Prince Killer, says Phil. And I believe P3 with Black Mamba. I believe Black Mamba is going to win on his debut. That is my my prediction. So Phil with the intellectual prediction says Prince Killer all the way from P6 will take home the win today. One thing that we do know around this track is you can get time penalties quite easy into the corners of turn 1 and turn 11 if you cut it too tight. You want to when you're pushing the car a bit too hard through those corners. But let's go through the grid as we now see everyone, and let's have a look at tyres first. So everyone who started in the top 10 will be on the soft compound tyres. Meanwhile, outside the top 10, Invisible will be starting on the softs. Meanwhile, Westy is going for the alternate strategy and going on to the hards. This could really benefit Westy because at the end, on these last 8-9 laps, Westy will have the soft compound tyres, or maybe the mediums. It depends what way he goes. He will maybe be able to get a high points playing position. We know he's got pace. He was a champion in another league that I shall not talk about just in case. But at the moment, it's looking like this could be a tasty race. King David on pole, Ferrari guy in second, Black Mamba will take home third, fourth will be Wesley, P5 will be Veenstra, 2 passes 4 and 5th. P6 is Prince Killer, P7 is Capitano, P8 is Skyzy, P9 is Fretty, P10 is Nika, P11 is Invisible, and P12 rounding off the grid today will be Westy. It's more looking like a Mario Kart grid with 12 people than anything else. But you know, with Mario Kart, there's always a surprise. As Prince Killer's actually been, as well as Veenstra, has been eliminated from the formation lab. But now, the drivers are now getting ready. As we're now going to see Westy go into their position to start the race. Are you ready, lads, for the start of RLH F2? Because I certainly am, with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights for the start of RLH F2. And it's lights out and away we go as we start for this Australian Grand Prix. King David has a very good start off the back, and Skyzy, Skyzy's gone up a few positions as well, as Wesley down the back is not having the best of luck at the moment. We've got yellows, there's been an incident. Prince Killer and Fretty around. Oh, that is not what they would have wanted off the start of the grid. Fretty is round and so is Prince Killer, and that is really going to compromise them, and that is not going to be good for their chance of the win. The only thing they can hope for now is a safety car at the moment. So at the moment, King David, oh no, oh, Fretty's off again. Fretty must have some tyre temperature issues, and that is not good for the RLH McLaren driver, not good for the boys in orange at the moment. But King David at the moment with an 8-10 lead. There's Ferrari guy, then Black Mamba in third, Wesley in fourth, Veenstra in fifth, Skyzy in sixth, 7th is Nika, 8th is Invisible, 9th is Westy, 10th is Capitano, and down the back we have Prince and Fretty after that lap 1 incident. So now we're now settling in, and let's have a look at the winners and losers of lap 1 as we start to go on to lap 2 now for the boys. I wonder if Fretty and Prince have damage. It may be the case, but they're not really losing time to the like of Capitano ahead. So King David will cross the line in P1 for the start of lap 2 with a 28.6 as his first lap time of the session. It's all looking good for King David. P2 Ferrari guy, P3 Black Mamba, P4 Wesley, and P5 is Beanstra. The top 5 would say the same, but then after that, Skies, he's gone up 2 positions as Capitano's in the pits. That's not going to help him at all. Nika has gained 3 positions, so is Invisible, and so is Wesley. That is due to the likes of Fretty and Prince having some damage. Not damage, sorry, having an incident. Capitano having damage on the first lap is exactly like Daniel Ricciardo, but obviously that was a bit worse for the Australian counterpart in real life. As what's the closest battle on track at the moment? 3 tenths between Sky-Z. Oh, he gets very close to the back of Beanstra, coming through towards the right-left chicane. And now it's time for Sky-Z to maybe mount a charge on the back of the Haas in front of him. The one that's spotted by Rich Energy is Beanstra's really cut the track through turn 11 there. As now we need to break now down into the next few corners. Let's have a look at some telemetry as well. Let's have a look how these guys are managing their ERS at the moment, because we know that ERS is really not the best thing to manage on this game. Look at that, King David already on 20%, down to 17. He's not been managing his ERS well. He wanted to get that gap for DRS. He's out of the DRS zone from Ferrari guy, and now that's worth it for him. He just needs to stay out of that range. It's very close, and looks like Ferrari guy, yes, he's now in the DRS range, and that's going to be capital. That's going to be crucial basically for Ferrari guy for getting anywhere near the lead. Black Mamba now 1.3, and Wesley only 5 tenths behind. 5 tenths is now the gap also between Sky-Z and Veenstra. 6 tenths actually only between Wesley and Invisible. It's been really good for Wesley so far actually. Very good for Wesley. He's keeping on to the back of the pack, and he's on hards. You couldn't think of anything less. Wesley at the moment have a beautiful time, and if only he needs to gain some more positions, and then bam, he could be in the chance of maybe getting a top 5 finish. But the top 5 at the moment are looking like they're staying all together at the moment. Let's have a look at leader. 4 seconds covering the top 5. That's what you like to see. Not even a second separating all the cars at the moment, as Wesley and Black Mamba close together. Black Mamba at the moment just holding in at the moment. So let's have a look at the moment. Oh, look at this. Look how close Sky-Z is getting to the back of Beanstra. I'm now really keeping a tabs on everyone's position. And it looks like Wesley could be looking for a move as well if he's close enough. The gap is 5 tenths over. Let's have a look at Sky-Z. Sky-Z has got the DRS on Beanstra. Could this be crucial for turn number 3 now? He's got the DRS. He's got the EOS. And he's got the slipstream maybe round the outside of turn 3 to get the inside for turn number 4. Round the outside, Sky-Z goes there. And up into P5, the Ferrari goes. That is a great move. Round the outside of turn 3 for the Ferrari driver. Great move for Sky-Z there. The QVR driver. Now he needs to go and make a move up for the likes of Wesley and Black Mamba. And then maybe even if he's got the pace, up to the likes of King David and Ferrari go. We got support for Sky-Z in the comments there from Verstappen, the guy who's now in F1. We've only got a few people watching now. Actually, no, never mind. There's 13 people watching. Thank you so much for watching. Look, it said 5 for a second there, but I can assure you it's not 5, and it's more on the low ends of the teens, as we're all settling in now. As we got a CPI, says Lewis in the chat. Yes, you see a CPI boy in a P2 at the moment of Ferrari guy. It's all looking good for the CPI lads. Lewis, try and get some of the CPI lads in the chat, cheering them on, because it's looking like it could be a very good day for CPI if they're not careful. If David is not careful up at the top. I'm really astonished. Look at Spagby, he's a good commentator. Thank you very much. You know I'm not bad. And the F2 guys from last season will back that up very nicely as we now come down in towards turn 3 for Black Mamba, who's only a second now back to Ferrari guy. Looks like, look how much ERS. What was pole? Pole was, I believe, a 20.6. Oh, Black Mamba. Oh no, that's a massive crash for Black Mamba. That is monumental. Black Mamba having a massive crash, careering off. He must. I'm surprised that's not a safety car. That is a massive crash. Only yellow flags. Wow. Fretty picking up a 3-second time penalty. Maybe being a bit evasive to Black Mamba's presence. But that is not good for Black Mamba. I'm surprised there's no safety car, as I would have definitely called that as a safety car. And that would have been a very good for the likes of Prince Killer. What happened to Prince? What happened to Prince? Oh, it was Prince and... Oh, never mind. I'm stupid. It was Prince and Fretty that were involved in that collision. Never mind. But anyway... Oh, no! That's invisible! Oh, he's lost that at the worst time possible. He's literally lost that at the worst time possible. Coming onto the pit straight. He's just past the pit lane. As he's now going to have to take this lap at a very, very slow speed. Only taking about 100 miles an hour. That is very quick. But now it looks like the effects of tyre wear are kicking in for these drivers. Safety car doesn't work in this game. 11 car pile up. No safety car. Ah. But wow. Oh, Wesley's retired as well. Why is everyone retiring all the time? Wesley's done the exact same thing as Black Mamba. There's now a safety car. There's now a safety car. Wesley's done the exact same thing. Not a good day for Wesley whatsoever. Wesley, there must have been an oil spill. Oil spill for Black Mamba's car, because now Wesley has ended the exact same fate as the people in front, and I'm expecting now a lot of people coming into the pits for some hard compound tyres. Wesley's left the session. He's not happy with himself, and we're down to 10 drivers. But all these 10 drivers are now back into contention of maybe a win on the cars. This is not looking good for King David. He's built up a lead, and now it's all going to go to shreds. He's coming into the pits, as so is Ferrari guy, and I expect everyone will be flooding into the pits at the end of this lap. Who will this benefit the most? I'm going to say Skyzy. This has really benefited Skyzy, and my predictions of Black Mamba taking the win have gone completely out the bag, as Black Mamba has retired, as well as Wesley, in 2 separate incidents, and looks like double stacking at the Haas. You know how that's gone in the past, but it's looking okay at the moment, as he's being held up a bit there. And yep, at last Veenstra is out of the pits, and I think it's time for my first drink of water. People now exiting the pits, and now this has really benefited the likes of Fretty and Capitano, the people, and also Prince Killer as well. Don't like single these guys out. They still have a chance. After the safety car, everyone has a chance, and I'm having a guess if I've got this right. Every single tyre compound should say the hard compound tyres, and yes, it does. No one is thinking let's go on to the mediums. What is happening with Capitano? He just didn't leave the pits, but it doesn't really matter, because look, everyone is behind the safety car. We've only got 10 people, so these guys, if they finish, they're in the points. It's looking like everyone wants to get going already. The thing about having a safety car so early on is everyone's already bunched up together. Remember everyone, I'm quicker than their last bag. Debatable. All I'm going to say. But now, how many viewers are we on? How many viewers are we on? How many viewers? We are on 10 viewers at the moment. So the people who aren't racing right now, are we still saying King David for the win? Who are we saying for the win today then? As I'm gonna just put this in the chats, put this in the general chat on the RLH Discord to make sure everyone is watching. I'll check the comments in a second, lads. As and it looks like already there's some incidents in F4 to talk about. So that's the F2 in the general chat now. As I'm just going to gonna hopefully get as many viewers as possible watching the stream at once. But anyway, this is the safety car now. Capitano will be able to catch up to the back of the field, and this is not good for the likes of Wesley and Black Mamba. The Alfa Romeo Sauber and the Mercedes not starting their career off well. everyone now at the moment on the safety cars. We'll have a look at the winners and losers once again. Nika actually being the biggest winner now, up to P5, because obviously Black Mamba was ahead of him. Skyzy up 4 positions as well, so they've just followed each other. And how has Wesley got ahead of Ferrari guy? I'm not sure, but Wesley is now ahead of Ferrari guy. As it looks like Philip has just crashed. That's a shame. That is a real... yeah, Philip's angry, let's just say that. Stream of the first round of RLH F2. Sorry lads for the pause and commentary. I am just publicising this so then more people do join up and in. We've now got 14 viewers along, so hopefully we'll get quite a few people talking about who they want. Safety cars, I don't believe they said we're coming in this lap yet. We need Skyzy to win, shows the tyre spag. Where's he on the mediums? Hang on. I can assure you right now, Wesley is on the hards. All on hards. Everyone is on the hards. We need Skyzy to win. Go Nika, says Brumadinho. As Invisible's got a 5-second time penalty. Is that a stop go? Is that a stop go? I'm not sure. That is just a 5-second time penalty, not a... He's had a severe collision under the safety car. The stream is not... It's not the same. Dave, it's really not the same. Dave, it's really not. There's no Vettingham. Oh, look at what? What's happened there? Prince Killer's got... Oh, they're starting racing again. Oh, I didn't even realise. Prince Killer's round. Nick is making up... Oh, I didn't even realise. Lads, we're back under racing conditions. I did not see a safety car in this lap. So anyway, we're back under green flags and Prince Killer's in the wall. But anyway, so... looks like Skyzy's lost a lot of time to the lead, and King David is leading by 1.2 seconds. You're welcome, lads. I was too busy looking at the comments to see that we're starting racing again. Looks like everyone now... look, King David's already got a bit of a lead, and he's timed that to perfection, the safety car restart. 1.6 seconds is now the lead, and Wesley will be charging him down as much as possible. We've got a lot of viewers on streamers. Invisible's got another penalty to his name, but it doesn't matter at the moment. Let's just see some clean and hard racing at the moment, as we saw between Skyzy and Nika just a few moments ago. Who's got the closest gap at the moment? It's like Beanstra and Invisible. They're getting very close to each other, but Fretty looks like he could be making a move on Nika very soon. If Fretty can get the final corner right, it looks like the gap is a bit too big at the moment, but Veenstra is right on the back of Invisible, and this could be the move for P7, maybe into turn 3. Let's have a look. Will Veenstra? No, Veenstra will not have a look for it there, but maybe... oh, he's got a 3-second time penalty down into turn 3. Will Veenstra be able to pull off the move? No, he's going to have to back out of it. He did not have the speed that he needed to overtake Invisible there, and Invisible still maintaining P7. But one thing that Veenstra won't know is Invisible has that 5-second time penalty. Ferrari guy right on the back of Wesley now. This race is never stopping as Ferrari guy actually looks for a move. As he looks like he had a bit of a tank slap up there on the rear. As he's closing ever still, and Veenstra as well. Veenstra's now going side by side. You cannot go side by side into turn 11. One of them will have to back out soon, and Invisible has backed out of that move as Veenstra has promoted himself up into P7. As Capitano looks like he may be making a move on his teammate if he's not careful, as Invisible having that US Wi-Fi down the inside. Now goes Capitano. There's been contact, and Capitano has a contact with his teammate, and Capitano back down, and that will be another pit stop for the lad, and TRS is now enabled, and there's more collisions, there's more people going wide, but they all know that just to finish first you need to finish, And I think that's a mentality that some of these drivers are going at the moment. The likes of Prince Killer, he won't be happy at the moment, knowing that he's been demoted from F1 and he's had another crash, as Capitano is now in the pits. It's now an 8-horse race. And King David has really shown a lead here. It's 2.1 seconds now. He's the rapper of this tier. He's a Simsy of he's the rapper. He's basically the fastest guy at the moment. Could he be on for the title? It's very early to say this, but 2.2 seconds in 3 laps shows that he could be on for something here. As for our guy and Wesley, this could be a battle that could go for a long time. Let's have a look at Fretty and Nika. This is a rivalry that has been going on for quite a long time, and I don't believe it will be stopping quite soon. As breaking now down into turn number 10 and 11. Hopefully that everyone is enjoying the stream at the moment. How many viewers have we got? Let's have a prediction. I'm going to say 13. We have got 10 viewers at the moment. 10 viewers on the stream. Not too bad at the moment, lads. Well done. As Fretty is now coming through the final section, closing up to Nico once again. We'll have a look at the Ferrari guy gap as well to Wesley as that's closing in. Fretty's run out a bit wide through there, and that's not going to help him in the slightest. As FIFA Leopard Gaming says hello. What a name you got there, and hopefully you're enjoying the commentaries. Oh, that's Fretty running a bit wide because that Vinicius a bit too far back to take any moves from that. Any overtakes maybe? No, not at the moment. Let's just say that. But Ferrari guy looks like he could get a move done quite soon. As Timmy's hello from sunny Blackpool. Hopefully you're having a good time, as I'm in sunny Australia at the moment, in the commentary box here down at turn number 1, just before turn 1 ace basically. But we're looking at all the action, and at the moment Ferrari guy is providing this action. 3 tenths between him and Wesley. Wesley almost defending, thinking that Ferrari guy will take him maybe down the straight. That's a very audacious move, as Wesley at the moment keeps P2. King David is running away with this race. I would say running away right now. It's only a 1.6 second lead. You could say that he is leading, but I don't think he's running away with it. Hello Morris as well. Hope you're enjoying everything that's been happening on stream so far. It's been a dramatic stream so far, let's just say that, with crashes and everything that you could expect from an F2 season, all in one clip. But anyway, now the gap is only 5 tenths of a second between Ferrari guy and Wesley. These two podium drivers at the moment looking like they want to exchange positions maybe, but Ferrari guy just needs to hold on at the moment. And this whole bet of Fretty thinking that Ferrari guy may be in F1 may not be what we expect it to be, as it looks like at the moment these guys are looking around the same pace. So I believe this could be a match made in heaven. These top 3 could be fighting out all season. This could be the Foxy Dude Verstappen that we saw last season. This could be the DeLuca Fretty that we saw in season 3. It's all down for debate, as Ferrari guy is closing in once again on Wesley. Only 5 tenths the gap, and it will be closing as the DRS comes closer as well. It's beckoning for Wesley right now. Wesley will be running away with this as much as possible, but while these two are battling, King David is just able to fly away. Ferrari guy and Wesley will be in a good battle. Yeah, it's nice to see at the moment that those two are in a very good battle, as they're just, I think this is the mix of tyre saving and also racing as well. These guys know they need to keep these tyres all the way to the end, but they also know they need to maintain their tyre life. So Ferrari guy right now, Forte, he actually had a look there, but he's a bit too far behind for any action. Fretty and Nick are a bit too far apart as well for an overtake to occur, but these guys nonetheless are fighting hard. And Skyzy at the moment on his own. When I say on his own, it's only 3 seconds. So say if Ferrari guy gets a penalty, it's not over for Skyzy to get a podium. Skyzy only having 1 warning, Ferrari guy only having 1 warning, Wesley having 2 warnings, and King David not even having a single warning around here. Nika having the 1 warning, Fretty having a penalty to his name, Veenstra having 2 penalties to his name, Invisible having a few penalties to his name, Capitano only 1 warning, and Prince Killer with a penalty at the moment. So that is your penalty roundup as we come through turns 10 and 11. Once again, oh, and look at this. Fretty and Nicker have exchanged positions. Fretty and Nicker have exchanged positions. Nicker will not like that. I'm sorry I missed that. It looks like Fretty must have closed up quite a lot. And Fretty will definitely be annoyed about that. As I was going over the penalties, Fretty will be very peed off that I missed that. And I'm very sorry, Mr. Admin, Fretty52. And I will probably get banned. Can we all have an F in the chat for me? Because it looks like I'm getting banned from commentating as I missed a Fretty overtake. And now looks like he's streaming away now from the top few. And he needs to get closer. But the gap at the moment, this is a really good battle actually. This has been fabricated for the last few laps, and now it's coming into action as now Veenstra is right on the back of these two as well, breaking now down into the next few corners as Fretty loses the back end a tiny bit through there, but he knows he's put in the practice that he needs to maybe try and challenge the likes of Skyzy. 5 seconds ahead. He was facing a wall at turn 1, so anything's good for him right now. So around the next few corners and breaking now down into the right left chicane. Nick is actually losing time to Fretty now as we've got another comment. Here comes Veenstra. Exactly. Veenstra actually having a little bit of an iffy moment as he's lost a lot of time. But I can tell you right now, Veenstra could be coming. But here comes Ferrari guy as well. As it looks like he wants to try and get past Wesley as soon as possible. I think you may have jinxed him. Top guys closing a bit on each other. Seems like David tried to pull away after the restart, but using a lot of fuel in the ERS. You are absolutely correct. ERS, they're both on around 40. King David on 10. You are absolutely perfect with that prediction, Verstappen. That assumption is now that could be coming into within a second, and we could see a three-way battle for the lead of this race. Meanwhile, Fretty and Nicker are still in their little personal battle. Nicker needs to utilise his ERS as they're both around the 40-50 mark for their ERS level at the moment. So good management from them to there. King won't win. That is a bold prediction from FIFA Leopard Gaming there. Do I know you from anywhere? How did you find the channel? Wesley's got a penalty. Oh, did Wesley just get a penalty? Oh, no. I didn't see that on stream, I'm sorry. Oh, Wesley just got a penalty. So that will really now make him feel like he needs to make sure he doesn't get another penalty. But there could be only a two-way battle theoretically, but on the track this is a three-way battle for the win. But anyway, I subbed. Oh, nice. Ages ago. Oh, nice. I hope you're enjoying the content we're posting out here, and hope you're enjoying RLH at the moment, the F1 side, the F1 2019, the official game, available to race on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, GT Sport on Thursdays, and a Super Formula League on Sunday as well. Just having a bit of promo there as Nicker is catching up right back to Fretty, and this could be a potential move maybe down to turn 3 if Nicker plays his cards right here. He's got some DRS on his side, he's got some ERS on his side, he's got some slipstream as well on his side, but now breaking down into turn number 3. There's just not enough track. Maybe if it went on for another 200 meters he would have got the move done, but sadly Australia is Australia, and sometimes the overtaking just won't happen. And this is the closest gap at the moment, so Fretty and Nicker will be loving this on-screen time. And just to let you know, just to get on-screen time, you have to be close to another car. So lads, let's get close to another car. But look, Fretty's made a mistake. That is really Nick has hit the wall though. Both mistakes from both drivers. Nicker must have some kind of front wing damage there. As we're going now through the left and right chicane, Fretty is really losing time through here. As Nicker is closing in on Fretty. Yes, he is. Here comes Nicker. And we're braking once again. It looks like maybe Nicker may have got a bit of damage. And once again, I think it's time to say again, here comes Veenstra. He's within a second of Nicker and Fretty. And I can tell you right now, we're not over. It's not over until it's over. Let's say that for free. It's definitely not over until the fat lady sings. That's a saying that you say in the boom, 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 boom. Oh, I missed it again! I missed it again. Nika has overtaken Fretty down the main straight, and I'm missing every single bit of action right now. Who's winning in F4? Billy's winning! What? Billy's winning a race. Wow. As Fretty's run wide. As I've missed it. Guys, can we all have an F to pay respects? As, once again, I've missed an overtake. And oh, here we go. Ferrari guys just got a penalty. So this could benefit King David quite a lot. King David doesn't have a warning. He just doesn't have a warning. F to pay respects once again, as the gap is now increasing, but I have a feeling Fretty's not done yet, as I've missed another overtake because I'm trying to promote, and I still can't believe Billy's winning a race right now. We're breaking down into the first few corners. Ferrari guy just needs to stay within DRS, and Verstappen says that David's going to get this if he doesn't bottle. I'm going to touch wood on that, because I have a feeling that maybe there could be a bit of a problem here, as we got another comment on the stream, maybe, or is that another viewer? I believe that is another viewer. No, it's Verstappen. Skyzy could get a podium here. That is not a bad shout, but Skyzy, does he have a penalty? Skyzy does not have a penalty. Exactly. So Skyzy, everyone obviously on the same amount of tyres. If Prince Killer's come into the pits again to fit a set of mediums to finish this race on. Skyzy doesn't have a penalty, so he's actually within podium reach. Billy winning, everyone must have retired. Yes, there's only 4 runners in F4 right now. Mr. Skyzy, could he be the underdog? Could he underdog this? We know that Skyzy is quick. We know in F4 King David is losing OS and fuels. We've got yellows. VSC is being deployed as Veenstra is out of this Grand Prix. I have a feeling I know exactly where he lost it. Veenstra, thinking that he could get past a certain Fretty and Nika, has now binned it into the wall, and we're down to 9 people. As we've got a VSC now, and if it was a safety car, Capitano and Prince would be loving it. But no, the VSC will not do any bunching as we're back to green. DRS is enabled, and Ferrari guys right on the back of a certain Wesley for P2. Fretty's 8/10 behind Nick, as he looks like he messed up turn 1 a bit. But let's have a look at King David's ERS. I don't know how he's managing it. I honestly don't know. Wimley's now on the PC, so I'm going to race with him. But yeah, there aren't enough players for F1 PC yet. Yeah, F1 doesn't really have the same traction on PC as it does on on other platforms. But Left for Gaming says Vinci has had his chance, and yeah, I can see where you're coming from there. Vinci had many a chance to try and catch up, but he just didn't have the pace. But anyway, coming onto the back straight now. Could this be the move for second? Ferrari guy is right there. Down the inside he goes. Is this the move? There's been contacts. There's been more contact. And look at that. Ferrari guy is now in P2 and down in P3. A certain person goes. Let's just say that. Has Nick come in? No, never mind. There's been yellows. And I'm not sure who that's for. But now Ferrari guy has overtaken Wesley, and I don't think it's over here, as Wesley is coming for payback. He's not having it. It's run wide. Wesley's off. He somehow saved that. Somehow he has saved that. I don't know how, and he's run into the. He's broke late, and that is the end of Wesley's race. Wesley. He thought he was on for the podium. He could have been on for P2. And that's how quickly a race can shatter. He could have been in the wall there. Wesley has one lifeline. Yes, exactly. exactly that. Wesley is not doing very well on his lifelines, as he somehow saved that from his tyre coming off. And now, due to that, it's looking like this could be a King David win. So the Haas from becoming the most dominant team. No, there is no cross platform on F1. It's really sad. I wish it was. And then we could get some Xbox guys in here as well, because we know Xbox is quick as well. But at the moment, it's all looking okay. Oh, Wesley has got... Oh, yeah, has Nick up. Yeah, it's sad. It is sad. As Wesley has now lost another position. But could this potentially bring a battle further back? Because Wesley will obviously have to pit onto the softs. That will lose him, I'm not sure how much time. 21, so he's going to be an 18 second. He could come out around Capitano reach here. Oh no, he's been in the pit lane! Oh no! That's his lifeline gone. Oh my god. Wesley Van Rens has binned it in the pit lane. That is the most embarrassing... Oh no. That's just... Wow. Wesley must be kicking himself right now. Grosjean influenced his car. I do believe you are correct on that. Lads, can we just get closer together, please? Like, I would like a little bit of a battle, maybe. We've been treated for battles. We have been treated for battles, and also incidences. Veenstra, I'm having against Veenstra was Wesley's little race engineer, and now they are not happy. Not happy. As yes, Geisy has now got a podium in place, and he doesn't have a penalty. So at the moment, Ferrari guy will not finish P2 at this rate, as Skyzy is within, guess what, 3 seconds. And you know what that means? He's within inside the range that he needs to get into P2. Wow. That is absolutely amazing. You mean F4, Philip? F3 is not boring. F3 had 18 members last night. Philip, may you delete that comment, please, because that is not promoting the league in a good aspect. Thank you very much. But Philip, hopefully stay around for this. We do have some close battles at the top, even though they're not really on track at the moment. We know some theoretical battles that are taking place right now. The positive for Wesley is he got 2 points. Wesley won't actually be getting those points because he didn't finish 90% of the race. P1 is a full minute ahead of P2, and everyone else is 20 seconds separated. Because he DNF'd, you don't get any points if you DNF. But this is sad. Like Wesley's incident, you wouldn't expect that. Like, you would expect some caution into it, and he's just gone flat out into those pits. And now we have more people viewing the race than actually participating in it. Yeah, the chicane. I believe Veenstra was a death to that. But actually, we've only had 1 death to the death chicane, which is unlikely. Let's just say that. Let's just leave it at that. The death chicane wasn't even that death. So at the moment, it may not look like the most enticing battles in the world, but Ferrari guy is closing up to King David. King David only on 8% ERS. Ferrari guy only now a second behind, literally within DRS range now. He's now within DRS range, which can make this a lot more spicy. Skyzy is now without the 3-second gap. And Nika, yes, he has been very quiet. He had that little move with Fretty, but that is the finished way of going around things. And if I had ABS off, I would have been able to stop the car. Yeah, but no. Hello Spag, hello Schmidt. Philip, just train. Yeah, that's the best thing you can do. There was a VS. Yeah, just train, just get better. But anyway, Schmidt, you have come on at the perfect time. We have a battle for the lead. We have a battle between Ferrari guy and King David for the lead of this Grand Prix oh no, yellow sector 2. That is invisible. And he's done it before the chicane. And now a Renault has passed another Renault. So that means nothing for the constructors, but for the drivers that means quite a lot. But Ferrari guys now within. Come on, crash. CPI, come on. This is where we need all the support we can gain. Who are we thinking's gonna finish? So let's completely forget about penalties. Who will finish first on track? Will it be Ferrari guy or will it be King David? Put it in the comments right now. We have support from 2 different people. As people are saying, come on CPI, others saying, come on King David. It's completely 50-50 right now as we enter lap 25. We've got 4 laps to go. People are saying David, people are saying Sky actually. Skyzy could actually get in on this. How many warnings does the likes of Skyzy have? Skyzy has 1 warning. Does King David have a warning? King David doesn't even have a warning. That is amazing. Sky will be first on track. So people are saying Sky will be first on track. That is, wow, that is a prediction. These are 3 seconds behind, but maybe Sky is managing his tyres better. Maybe near the end, with this battling, Skyzy will be able to close up and maybe take the win. Prince can again a 3-second time penalty. It's not really affecting him. But Capitano and Fretti, looks like Fretti's made a ridiculous mistake. Oh no, he's pitted. Fretti's looking for the fastest lap. Fretti wants the fastest lap here, as action doesn't stop. Who's going to take the fastest lap? Thank you very much for your kind comments. Fastest lap. Well, now we've seen that Fretti's on the softs. He's going to take the fastest lap. I don't think that's I think that's undisputed. Wait, are you Dutchmen? Yeah, some of them are. Another VSC and F4. As Ferrari guy and King David are very, very close to each other. This is close. This is going to be close up to line. Skyzy ever threatening in the background. 2.8 seconds now. He just needs to gain some time. Verstappen, I think it's time to get some of the QVR boys in. And Skyzy could be on for a result here if these two keep battling. Get some of the QVR boys in. They're going to be supporting their driver all the way to the bank. Because Sky at the moment is on for P2. And that is all good for him. Let's go 100 comments. Nick is part Viking. Yeah, because he's Finnish. Skyzy is within that 3-second gap barrier that he needs. As we now hit 100 comments on the stream. That's what we like to see, lads. As 100 says Morris. And Sky, FIFA is still saying in the comments, he believes that Sky could still win. There's 2.8 seconds behind, 2.7 now, as King David and Ferrari guy are in battle even more. And it's just getting closer and closer and closer. Could you predict this at the start of the race? The top 3 only separated by 3 seconds. And this is what we want to be seeing in F2. Maybe with a few more drivers actually in, but we know, as we've seen by the 4 retirements, Australia is a very ferocious track, a very dangerous track. But at the moment, are you from the Netherlands or where are you from? Are you asking me? I am from England. So yeah, I'm not from the Netherlands. Our commentator is British. Nick of the Flying Finn. King David at the moment. Very close, and Ferrari guy maybe looking around the outside actually. This is audacious. He's gone round the outside. What a move. What a move by Ferrari guy. Round the outside, and I don't think this is over. This is not over. What a move. What a move what Ferrari guy did. But I can tell you right now, this could be a time where Skyzy gets back in as we go side by side once again. Side by side down towards turn number 1. Oh, there's been contact. Oh, they've had to be very cautious through here. And all this time, Skyzy is closing as they're going side by side once again. This is so close. Down towards turn 3 they go. Will there be any action? Yes, there will. As King David's been pushed wide. And Ferrari guy is now here. And he's now in P1. And at the moment, David has been pushed down to P2, but I can tell you he's not over yet until the fat lady sings. And meanwhile, Skyzy is here. Skyzy is within a second almost. So we're not at the end as David and Ferrari guy are literally next to each other. Campbell's in the chat as well. It's getting close. It's not over yet. We can't tell anything. What's going to happen? It's not over yet. If Skyzy overtakes David, Skyzy's won this. If David's at the moment is winning. I sound like Big Mama. I don't care. Let's have a look. So at the moment, Sky looks like he's a bit too far behind to mount a charge, but you never know. King David may send up the inside, and that could bring them closer together. He's got the DRS, but he doesn't have the ERS he needs. He doesn't have the ERS. Breaking now down into turn number 1. David's gonna have to pull off a mega move. Let them fight. They've got to fight. If Sky's gonna have a chance, is he gonna send it? Oh, Ferrari guy's gone to the inside. He's run out wide a bit there. Sky needs to really take control of if he's going to get anywhere near these guys. It's 1.1 seconds. It's getting close. David's lost the back end. Breaking now down. It's still a second. Skyzy needs to close in. It's 9/10 of a second. He's with a DRS. He's out of DRS. It's not going to be close enough. And I believe at the moment, if I'm not mistaken, King David is going to win this on penalties, as Ferrari guy has got a penalty. Here we go. Braking once again for the final time through the S's. It's looking settled. I don't think there will be a charge from Skyzy now. Skyzy, unless it's another 2011. Oh, look at that! Final lap of the race. Oh my God. David. Ferrari guy is off. He's dead. He's put the throttle on too early. David is going to come round and win. David's won. Skyzy will take home second. And Nicker out of nowhere will be like, what? Nicker has taken home third. He's going to take home third. Nicker just out of nowhere has taken home third. What he did a boomer. Ferrari guy is not happy. Nicker has taken home the podium position. And yeah, Nicker has got the podium with Ferrari guy. This race, CPI, yeah, Lewis, you won't be happy about that. Fretti takes home P4. Did he get the fastest lap? I expect so. He did get the fastest lap. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that is the fastest lap so far of the RLH weekend. Well, not weekend, the race weekend, basically. Capitano takes home P5 in the end. P6 will be invisible. And Prince Killer will take home P7. Ferrari guy will get points. He will be classified. Ferrari guy will be classified. So he does take home 4 points. Fastest lap 23.4. So that is the end of the race. Those last few laps were absolutely mad. I'm going to have to rewatch this race. It never fails to disappoint, does it, F2? David takes home the win today in his Red Bull. Pole, wait, who said that? Pole to win. David, he's got it. P2 today. From 8th on the grid is Skyzy after his 5th-place grid penalty. That did beat your lap time, Phil. And P3 out of nowhere was Nicker. I don't think Ferrari guy will be happy about that whatsoever. So in the end, Ferrari guy is classified. Just to let you all know, he is classified. So King David takes home the win from pole to win, I believe, with no penalties. Let's have a look. Let's just clarify that. He did not take home a single warning in that whole race. That is a beautiful race. Basically, that's as good as you can get, basically. If he got the fastest lap, that would be even better. Second is Skyzy from 8th on the grid. Third is Nicker from 10th on the grid. Fourth is Fretti 5th is Capitano, 6th is Invisible, 7th is Prince, 8th is Ferrari Guy, and the rest are unclassified because they DNF'd. And there you go. I shall now invite the top 3 to the party, but I don't think I have any of them added. This could be a problem. Does anyone... I'm going to invite Fretty in so he can suggest everyone. I'm literally just inviting him for that. So this could be just 1 minute, lads. So it was... I don't even know how to spell his name. How is it? K... Yeah. Alright. I may just do this view profile and just send it through here. It's going to take a bit longer. But this is the only way, basically, I believe. Let me chat in party. I've sent him a... Alex, Fretty, could you just send me the suggested names, because I believe you've got everyone. So then I can get them all in the party, please. Thank you. Okay. Thank you very much. I'll use your invites as well. Just see if they join through there. King David looks like he may not be able to join. He just said something. I've invited all 3 to the party. Don't know what King David's saying. Hopefully it comes through. It'll be sad if we can't see him. Skysy's joined. I've just got to see what King David has said to me. And then... no mic. No mics for... Yeah, there's... King David has no mic. So, basically, I think we'll just go on to P2 then. And hopefully Nicker will join as well soon enough. Hopefully you can hear me. Skysy, just make sure your voice is always allowed before we start the interviews. As obviously King David, your race winner, is not here tonight. I'll give you a few seconds to do that, and then we shall start with the interview.
It's okay.
It's all good? Cool.
Yeah.
So, Skyzy, unexpected P2, I would say. That's an unexpected item in the bagging area, but that was a very, very controlled race, I'd say, from you, to get just in behind, just ready to pounce when anyone made a mistake, I would say. I'd say that's the way that I'd sum up your race today. How would you sum up yourself?
It was a mess. I fucked up the quali. I collided with the Haas during the quali, which gave me a 5 place penalty, which is a shame. And I apologize to the Haas driver. I don't know his name, but yeah, that's unfortunate for him, and also for me. But yeah, I tried to just do my race and see what happened in the front and at the back. The safety cars helped me a bit, like to close the gap with the guys in front, and then I stick within the 3 seconds because I know that Wesley and I believe Ferrari guy have together 3 seconds, so I was like, yeah, just keep it cool, don't crash and stay within the 3 seconds and you will get P2. Yeah, my aim was not to be P1 because it was impossible to reach. So yeah, P2 was the goal and I achieved it. So yeah, I'm pretty happy for my first race here.
Alright, so what was your thoughts? Obviously a lot of people did crash, but I think the one that sticks out to all of us is the crash on the final lap and the final sector with Ferrari guy. So what was your reaction when you just saw him completely lose it ahead of you?
Well, I was hoping that David crashed in front of me because he didn't have any penalty. So I prefer that. How can I say it? I was like, yeah, I would prefer that David crashed, but I would be in front of Ferrari guy anyway because of the penalties. So it's a shame for him. he lost it in the last sector in the last lap. So yeah, he could have been P3 easily. But yeah, that's racing, I guess. I didn't see what happened. I didn't see the video also, but I think he lost it on the traction. So yeah, that's a shame. Maybe a bit too stressed, or I don't know, panicked, because we managed to overtook David. But yeah, that's a shame for him, and that's good for me.
Yeah, I want to say well done. Obviously, your first RLH appearance and a podium on the board. You can't be sad about that, can you?
Yeah, of course. That's always the goal. Be on the podium, be in the top 5, try to be as high as possible. So yeah, P2 is definitely a very good result. Without the penalty, maybe I couldn't. Maybe I would have fight for the win, but yeah, with starting P8, it's a bit tricky in a track that I don't really like at all. That's maybe my weakest track in the calendar for now. So yeah, P2 is a good achievement, and well done to David and to Nika for P3.
Yep. Yeah, well done. And we'll now go on to Nika, someone who I don't think I would have been thinking to invite to the party for the interviews on lap 29. But just out of nowhere, you've just gained another 3 points, Nika. Explain your race.
Yeah, I don't know, it was just after the beginning, just a fight with Freddy, and yeah, I got there was some questionable moves, but I have to look at the video to see what happened, and overall good race. And yeah, I usually don't get invited to parties, you know, like so I'm not surprised you didn't expect to invite me.
Well, considering that Ferrari guy was P2 for the last lap, I was expecting, Nika P4, solid performance, but no, you got P3 in the end.
So was I. Yeah.
What was your reaction? What was your reaction?
I was a bit like I thought, okay, they finished the line and they had some penalties because the Toro Rosso fell to third, and then I think 3 corners later he was right in front of me, and I passed him. So it was just a gift, you know. So I was unfortunate. I was fortunate today, and I feel terrible for the guy, but this is racing.
Yeah, that's racing, isn't it? I guess that's the way, but it provided a very good race, and I'm really, really annoyed, and I know Freddy's in the party as well, and he's probably going to kill me for this, but I missed your overtakes. I'm so annoyed. I was too busy. I'm so annoyed. I am...
To be fair, there wasn't really much overtaking between us. It was just one of us messed up, so the other came through, and then the same thing happened again.
And usually, I think it was twice in the same corner, both of us. So it was just like watching a replay with a different colored cars.
We nearly caught each other in the wall twice as well, which was
like, it was fun.
Shout out to Mamba for becoming our race engineer after he went out.
It was nice.
He did a good job.
I wouldn't have, and
yeah.
Thanks.
I think we shall wrap it up here. That's actually, considering we only had 7 finishes in the end, a very, very exciting race. Completely mad. Ferrari guy making a move around the outside of David on the second to last lap, and then he just spun it on the last lap. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. Have a look over the commentary, you three. I'm actually really proud of it. Except don't look at the first 8 minutes. I have my mic on mute.
You're not bad at it. You're not bad at it at all.
Let's just say I muted myself for the first 8 minutes.
GG.
Yep. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, everyone. Constant 10 viewers, very good. Thank you so much for watching, and